The second thing is I think that a museum should be placed on Shark Island that tells a story not just through. So there's a number of items on the island. There's an old metal pole that John Kinahan, the archaeologist, found that is probably part of the fencing. That's a very evocative artifact. They found a historical photograph of one of the inmates breaking rock, and they managed to tie that and find that spot where that was, and that they found the actual chopping marks in the rock. I think that's a very evocative artifact of the past. I think it's very important that the story of the concentration camp and the genocide be told. I don't think it should be forgotten. It's a traumatic national event that has impacted and still impacts people today. There are people that are alive today whose grandparents were victims of that. So it is still within living memory. And I think that those stories should be told, whether it's through oral presentations, that could be multimedia, through images. There was a lot of photographs from the period. There's the stories. The British came and they took down first-hand accounts of it. All of those stories could be part of a museum and a place of memory, not just for Lüderitz, but for Namibia as a whole, because it's one of the sites that's still it's isolated in a way. So it hasn't been swallowed up by the cities or the towns or, other developments, and it can be kept whole as a place of memory for the entire genocide. The third thing I think is that all the stories so far told from either a white African experience or other Africans, but all people removed from it